Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I just nearly forgot to switch this on. Well, I did forget, but now I have. I'm coming up around the outside here now of my mushroom. And I'm going underneath that piece there that I did the chain stitch, and I'm catching the end part of that, and I'm just going to pull it in a little bit just to sort of join it up, because it didn't, I didn't join it when I was going around there. If you can do that when you're doing yours, you know, that's good. But if you can't, don't worry about it too much, because the top part's right, but the side bits are not, because you can see, actually that's not too bad, that one. I don't know how come this one here wasn't right, but if you've got a gap, just go under your chain and loop it. I'm not going to go around anymore either now, because I think I've got that worked out okay. Righto. Now go around into the back. So if you've got any sort of, if your chain stitch isn't quite close, maybe there, look, see how I mean here? I'll have to do that when I come back. I'll have to come back over here. 1 minute, I'll just end this off a minute, because I've got a little bit more to do on here. I'm going to show you how I do this underneath piece. And because I've had a few interruptions when I was doing this yesterday, or the day before, whenever you see this, I am putting both of them up at the same time. And so you'll see that there's one before this, so if you find this one first, you might have to go back and see if you can find me. So what I did was, I'm just coming up under the back, which is from about here, I think. It's not going to interfere with what you've got there if you just pick up the chain stitch in the back of the needle, because I find that easier when you're doing something like this, and then just go under the first one that's there, the first stitch. You can come across there and it'll hold it over, and then just do it a bit over here. It's like a net that we've made on it, hasn't it, in a net design on the mushroom, so it'll look all right. I'll show you anyway. So I didn't probably pull that in close enough, but see, that looks okay, because it's sort of I don't know, it works. It works. And come right down to the bottom with that. Righto. So now I'm going to catch right through the bottom, like I said, on there, that one, and then I'm going to go back in, down inside the middle of the stitch, so I won't have to worry about fixing that again. And we'll come up here at this side. No, we've got to come back up again, don't we, because we've got to go take our piece across there, because I want to just keep doing that design. I may put something on the mushroom shortly, we'll see, eh? What do you think? Because I don't know if I can cut a tiny bit more off, especially here, because I don't want it to be too short though, because I won't have my leg. There won't be no leg in the mushroom. Okay, so that's a bit better. Right, now get a bit more. There we go. Now that's better. Now this is going to go across here, right, to the end bit. And I said I thought I might put some stuffing up in underneath this. Just wait a minute till I see whether I will or not, because that's going to come, that'll be the last row that I do. Now I know I have some wadding here somewhere. Got heaps of it. Actually, I didn't bring it in there the other day. It went up to the spare room, didn't it? I don't know if I want to do that, do I? It'll look nice, wouldn't it? But then you've got to close this piece. If you put it up like that, if I put it up like that, I'd have to have another piece of material in there, wouldn't I, from there to there? I'd have to. So maybe today we'll just let go with this, because this is what I started with. Maybe we should stick to what we're doing, and then another day we can do a more padded thing, okay? So I've got my little piece going across here. This time I'm going to go into the fabric. I'm going to do the same sort of idea, but I'm going to have to take it down into the fabric, aren't I? Let's see what happens when we do this. And hook that round there. Hope this is in the shot all right. Okay. So we'll get that and the material. Just a little tiny bit of the material, not too much. Just a tiny bit. And so this will be ending off there. Okay, and actually I think it might be patterned up enough when you look at it and you see that it's okay now. It's patterned enough because I put 2 lots in there. This is making it a bit more open, and that's okay because you know you can. That sort of makes his colour change a bit, doesn't it? He could have spots on him, I suppose. Hey, yeah, look at that. See, that's padded up really nicely. And you go in under there, under there. Don't go through your felt. You can help it, don't go through the felt. Okay. And you can do your mushroom whatever colour you like. I'll have to do 2 here. It's getting a little bit tighter. I meant to say it's getting a little bit, yeah, it is tighter, it's getting more open because this is a longer piece than that bit, I guess. The corner didn't turn out too bad, don't mind that, that's not bad. Try not to wreck your stem, Sonya. Okay, very good. Just let that fall down a bit, that needle, and untwiddle it, make it untangled. Okay. Whoops, it come undone altogether, didn't it? The blue sky out there. Jeremy said it's still summertime. And that's probably not right. It's not supposed to be still summertime. It isn't, I don't think. Well, it's not supposed to be as hot as what it is here anyway, because he had to go up the town to get his hair cut. He wanted to go up the town to get his hair cut, so off he goes. And we only live in a small town, so you got either the idea of a hairdresser, which I think there's 11 of those, which I don't know why, but there is. And then there is one lady that does man and lady's hair, who's sort of a barber, lady hairdresser person. And that's the one I went to once and won't be going back there again. And so he went today to the other one that he goes to, which is, it was a male's hairdresser, and just, you know, where the men get their hair cut, has been there for years, and the new person has taken it over, but he hurt himself, and so he had a young lady working there, and so off he goes up there today, and he's standing there, and the bloke that was at the baker's next door come out and said, oh, she won't be back till the 15th, because there was already 4, and he got there at 7:30, and there was 4 people lined up. Oh no, he got there about 8 o'clock, and he was the first one to line up. They were all lined up there to go to get their hair done, and she won't be back till the 15th. So he come back home. He wasn't very impressed, but he won't go to the other one because she's, you know, she's a funny lady. I guess people are different, you know. And anyway, so he said he got a lot of gossip. You know, they had a bit of a talk, so that was good. He got out of the house. I said to him, he said, it was a waste of time. I said, no, it wasn't. I said, you had a bit of a yarn, got a bit of gossip. And yeah, so it was all right. He needs to go out, and he doesn't like to, but he needs to go out more. Some people are like that, I don't know. I don't mind sometimes. I'd rather do other things, just like Jeremy would too, you know, he'd rather doing other stuff. Yeah, I do like how that turned out. What do you think? Can you see it? And see if it's got even hole here, that doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a little bit tight. But that's all right too, because it'll still sit really nice on me piece of sampler. Now, I want to put on a couple more little ones. I haven't sort of worked out yet what they will look like. Hang on a second, I'll find something with a mushroom on it in a minute. Let me see. Up here I have a mushroom. I found the mushroom book, the book with mushrooms. Has got mushrooms in this, hasn't it? I think. Maybe this is not it at all. I don't think I showed you this one because I couldn't find it the other day when I was showing you my books. I've got another episode up there too, which I will put up soon. Oh, that's not it. That's not got mushrooms in it. Hang on a second. What happened to the mushroom book? The book with the mushrooms. It's not actually just mushrooms. It has... Hang on, maybe around this way. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to spin around here. I'll spin around. I don't think there's any in there too. What was it in, Sonia? Which one was it? I don't know. I won't be long. I'm just here. Just talk amongst yourselves. You know, it's all good. Don't be panic. Okay. I know that there's two here on something really plain as anything, but it's really nice. It'll be easy to make because I don't want to put too much. There it is. Here it is. Let's set this back up here because I don't want to squash that. That's it. Let me bag it. Finish. So this will help me show you what we need to do, eh? Look at me, I'm coming back around here. Didn't have to get up on nothing. Love me chair. It's really strange sitting up at the table and not sliding back on. I'm just trying to hang on all day. Okay, so this one, he's got these. See? That's something like I did mine, except there's a bit of difference. Maybe she's put extra over the top of it to make it more, give it a bit more interest. So we can make, I think we might make the little one. What do you reckon? We'll make one of these little ones. Or we'll put some of these on it. Oh, they're good. Oh, they're nice, aren't they? Oh, dear. Well, see, I suppose, well, that's a bit all the mushroom bits, I guess. Look at that. I did have a book stand here somewhere. I don't know what to do with it. Well, it's up there, actually. I haven't used it for ages because I didn't think I'd need it. So here I'm going to do another mushroom. I think it needs a couple of baby ones, you know, even if they're little flat ones. They don't have to be like that, but I think it needs a couple of baby ones and a few sticks. Bit of grass. Okay, so let's do a bit of grass. Let's try and use a bit different colour greens on you. You're going to run out of that colour green. Can't see the box of the cotton for looking. It's, excuse me, sitting there fair in front of me. I had a drink of water now. It's not good feeling. Okay. No, I don't want that one. This is very pale, that one. Very pale green. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. That's not bad. Don't mind the door. Ouch. That's a big finger in the thing. Goodness me, Sonia. Okay, so we'll do a few little stems. I need to do some little mushrooms too. Just little flat ones on the thingy here. What do you reckon? I don't want to draw on it because I'm not really good at that. I muck up things now. I don't want to draw on them. Muck up things, not draw on them. Let me see if they got a mushroom picture here. I can. Oh yeah, there's one. I suppose it doesn't matter. I just do the best I can. Right. Do the best I can as long as I cover it over. Right. Okay. So this one here can be. We don't make it too fancy. We'll take him up a bit like that. A bit like that. A bit like this. That's his top bit. Okay. And here is his little stem coming down like that. That looks good. Okay, now a little one like this over here. Make a little hat shape sort of thing. How's that? That'll do. You can't see that. Okay. Now we can make mushrooms, more mushrooms. I'm going to just get a little bit of this. And have I got something pink? I do. But then you can't see that. It's no good me showing you that. There was this one, wasn't there? So I've got a bit of that here somewhere. My cotton collection. Might use this orangey bit. I think it's orange, apricot colour. Apricot colour. Yes. And we're just going to make some little mushrooms. 3 lots. There's 3 pieces of cotton in this. And you can do it with how many you want to. 3 could be a little bit many, but we're going to try and see how we go. Because I'm going to take this around the outside, and I'm going to just do a back stitch around here this time. So we just go under there and up and under there and back up, under there and up. It's like a little hat, I suppose. Now this one I'm going to make a little bit different, so if you want to see how this is made, you shouldn't probably go yet because I'm going to do it a tiny bit different to that one. Not much, but a bit different, all the same. Okay. Go down in there, across the bottom. Do I need it across the bottom? I won't. Do I do it across? No, don't do it across the bottom. Yes, do it across the bottom. Okay. Sorry, people. Right, now we're going to go up through there. I hope this is not too thick. I'm thinking maybe, but maybe not, because we're not padding this one at all. Not going to pad it at all, so it'll be across here. Collect that bit up there. Righto. Now I'm going to end this off. I'm actually not following the book because I'll show you that in a bit. There's nothing like what theirs is, but it'll be nice, won't it? I'm sure I'll manage to do it okay. I can't make that not any smaller. Should be able to, but it's not good. Anyway, we'll be right. Yeah, so maybe I'm going to have to put 2 episodes of this up once a week on the Tuesday, because there's a lot of work in some of this stuff. Can't pull that undone. It's just not going to let me, will it? And be careful if you try to do anything like that, because it won't look good. It won't work for you nicely. It won't. So I've got here a piece of pinky colour that I want to put in the middle of it now. It's not really mauve, is it? You're going to be hardly able to see this, but I will show it to you, okay? I hope I'm not in the... I'm probably all in the road and you can't see anything I'm doing, truth be known. Just hold it in anyway, we'll just see how we go. Right. Now I'm going to put, I might start at the bottom. No, I'll start at the top. And I'm going to just put a bit of I think about it, I need to do a couple of pieces. I want to do lace, so I'm going to come down here. I'm going to, maybe sideways, might have to do it this way. So I'll go in here, under there, and put a really loose piece. Make this really loose, okay? When you're pulling up your thread, so it's wholly. Go into the bottom one. Now come back up this way. Oops, missed that bit, forgot to get that bit, I've got to catch that bit, okay? So you've got this nice open business here. Well, I think it's nice, I don't know, I might have to change that because I think it could be too light. Maybe I should do it in the same colour. Yes, maybe I should. Okay, right, I will take that back out of there then. Needs to be a bit darker, just to be a bit more impressive. It doesn't need to take over this from this other one, but you need to be able to see it. If you can't see it, it's not good. You can see it, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing here too. This lift this bit. There undo that. Be careful so you don't cut the other bit. Righto. Yeah, I think I'll use the same piece of thread. What's this? This is a different thing. Oh, we might have a go at this. This is a piece of that apricot stuff that I've been using, which is a piece of crochet thread. I'm going to have to put a different colour on this in a minute, so I will. Now we can go around in here. I'll show you this. This is what I'm using now. Wait a minute. I thought it was just there. It should be here somewhere because this is where I put all. I have been packing my stuff away each time I used it. So where did that go? It's probably under the bottom somewhere. Where did you go? Oh dear. I have been putting it away, I promise I have. Ah, well, it's there somewhere. I hope I can find it because I'm going to probably need more. So I'm just going to do this again, okay? That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. It's a tiny bit different colour, but that's okay. It's alright, looks good. And just do it pretty loose, alright? Go right down to the end. My clock is ticking loud, isn't it? And then just go into underneath one of those stitches at the bottom, right, because you've got all those there, and then come back this way. Go under that one. Under that one. Make sure this is over that way. Under that one. Under this one. And go underneath this piece at the top, this stitch at the top, okay? And then you can come back down here. I'm actually making this a lot closed up more than what I thought I was going to, so I'll go under both those this time. Side bit in the middle part, and come down here again. You should be able to see this because I've got the camera right down on top of the piece of work so you can see what I'm doing. And then go under the end bit. Go back under the end bit. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I'll go back under there so I can get these ones going back up here now. Well, a minute, you forgot to catch it. You forgot to catch it, Sonya. We got him? No, it's all twisted. Back up this way. And it doesn't matter if some parts are more open than others, because the mushroom could be like that, couldn't it, you know? A few stitches on there, and then catch these ones on up on the top, or the end, edge, side. Sorry. Okay, so that's got a bit of a hole there, but you know what? That gives it a bit of texture. Gives a bit of texture, doesn't it? And just keep putting these little stitches in there till you fill that up, and it looks mushroomish, sort of, the top of it. Okay, come back under there. Go under here, get both these pieces this time, and under there, and get both these bits up here. Righto. Very good. Whoops. Probably trying to push it back through some of the material, some of the other cotton. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? I like that. I like how that turned out. I really do. Very good. Colours are good too. Now I might have to make a different colour one, as long as it doesn't take me too long to decide that. Well, what I might do is just show you some stems and that, leaves. Actually, I'll do the stem of this one first. And that would be in, I don't know if I do the same colour. I suppose it wouldn't matter, would it, really? It's a bit too dark, I think. Mushrooms are, though. They're well, look, I could do a shiny stems on it. I like the colour of that. No, not quite that one. How about this here? Make a nice shiny one. I do like the colour of this, but I don't know how I'm going to fancy having to sew with it. Here we go. Oh no, that's not the same, is it? That's the same as that one. I'm going to try this anyway and give it a bit of a go. I'll try. It's one of those crinkly things, eh? Wrinkly, crinkly. And this will just be done with straight stitches, just like the other one. Oh yeah, I could do buttonhole, but I think I'll just do straight stitches. Short, long and short, maybe. Now, where does this come to? Down here. Righto. And that's going that way. So we need... Now I'm doing a stem stitch. I just got carried away with it anyway, with the stem stitch, so it'll look good. I don't doubt that for a minute. It'll look just fine. Sometimes mushrooms have white spots on them, don't they? I'm going to buy myself some more white embroidery thread, and I haven't got around to it yet, and I should have done. So that piece there that's sitting up in the air, I'm going to catch that down, which means I went over that thread and just held it down so it'd stay, it wouldn't jump up on me. Now I can't even see where my mark is, where the line was I drew. Okay. I think I've come over too far. I have. That's why I couldn't see the line. I'm in the wrong place. I'll take it back through there now. Come over here. Down this way. Okie dokie. It's very hard to keep it tightly down, so I'm going to have to stitch. I'm going to put a stitch over the top of it. And this one here, I'll stitch over the top of that. Now I'm just going over the, see, to hold that down because I don't think it's, well, it doesn't stay sort of tucked in, if you know what I mean. The last stitch is a bit unruly because of this thread that I'm using, but I don't know, I've got to have a go, don't I? I've got to try something. So, something different sometimes. I don't know why it won't stay down in there for me. Oh, this bit I've got it all right. Okay, so we'll come back down here. Wow, gee, the time goes quick. I mean, for me it is anyway, I don't know about you. But gee, that time went fast. I've been on here for nearly 30 minutes and that's just incredible. I suppose when you get zoned out with these things, enjoy them a bit, and I'm doing a bit too long some of these stitches, but I will try and fasten them down after so they don't bounce up. Another one up here. Oh, this is cool fun, isn't it? Really is. I'll see these mushrooms are not all the same either. They're growing around one another. That doesn't matter, does it? I'm sure it doesn't. Got to come unstuck, unthreaded, I should say. It's unthreaded. Okay. Always fluffing things around everywhere. It's all right. It's only fluff. You don't worry about it, Sonya. It won't hurt anybody. There we go. That was supposed to have a bit of a curve to it. I don't know what happened. I didn't curve it very much, did I? Just put a couple of stitches in there to fill that up. Put this, keeps coming undone. Don't think I'll do another one of this stuff. Well, look what's on the thing. I've used a bit of it because I know what I've done with it too. I found the piece of work that I used in another day. I did. Found a few pieces of my work actually. Put away in boxes and bags and things all over the place, and you just don't get to, that's enough of that. The more I fiddle with it, the worse it's going to get because I can't help myself. And there's a knot in the back of it. Oh, I can't get that to come undone. Righto. I have to end that off there. Keep that piece here. I'll hook it around that so it'll lay down, hopefully. I get caught in something. I imagine I'm going to be putting something behind the back of all these before I put them onto a piece of work. That's snazzy, isn't it? Actually, I'm going to show you this thing that I found here. I think this is what I use that on. Oh no, it's not. This is a piece out of piece I did out of one of those books that I showed you the other day. And it's really cool, isn't it? I love that. Love the idea of that fish, isn't that neat? Don't know when I made it. Been a while, I think. There's a spider web. We'll do one of those. We'll have to. I just absolutely love it. And the spider, isn't he? I don't like him, but he's really cool. He's really cool. I thought I did that piece of work. I did that. I must have done. I thought it was with that thread. Never mind. Now, we'll do some. Now, I've got a few bits and pieces down here that are a bit out of place, but that's okay because I'm going to put some grass on. Put some grass on. I might use this colour, eh? Yes, Sonya, it will work all right. It'll be fine. And I won't. I need to put something on that and a couple of spots on my mushroom because I'm not completely happy with this, and I won't be finishing it till I am. So I'm hoping that you can hang out till then, until it's done. I'm going to have a piece of that, a thread of that, and I'm going to have a thread of this one because I want to do the two colours together. Try and get the colour I'm really wanting. I think it's variegated would be good, like I can do the two together. Two different colours. Just undoing the knot in the cotton, because we don't want that. There. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday and she was real upset. Oh, not yesterday, the day before I was up the street, because they've closed the pool and they shouldn't have done that because it's still really warm here. She said, they get the kids and the family passes and they should leave it open till it's, till the days are sort of cold. And I think they should too because it's still pretty warm here. Or verging on hot, I suppose. When I do this, I'm going to make some of those little things to put on it. Got a few more decorations to do yet, so we'll wait until we'll decorate it up a bit. I'm going to put a few of these in. Now I'm going to put this near here, fair near here, right, with a straight stitch. Righto. Ouch. Okay. Now I like to do a little bunch, and I like to do one on either side of the large one in the middle. And it doesn't matter if the stem itself is not as put that up in there. These bits are not exactly the same, they're fine. And at the bottom of the mushroom is a good idea because that's where it would be growing, don't you reckon? Little bits of grass, little tufts of grass. This one here I'm going to do a lot smaller. Maybe I'll just do maybe one. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I put a stem up there. A little stem of grass up there. Well, that's not too bad. Okay. So now I need to put some up on this one. I'm going to end it off. I may come back and put more on later, but I want to end this off. I mean, I know we can just do the basic mushroom on there, but I think you need to do a design like something that you can. Cut this bit too. We only cut part way through there. Something that you can look at and see something on there's got different bits and pieces on it. I'll put the ones on this big one. I'll put one stem going up the middle here. And I'll have two smaller ones either side of it. I'm not going to have them too far apart. I'll go over here. That one there's really close, isn't it? You can't even see it. It's all right. We're not going to worry about it. I'm not going to panic about that today. Come up here this way. It's really easy to make grass, isn't it? I think it looks good as a little tough. Whether you put 3 little bits or 5, you know, it's up to yourself. You put 5 little tiny bits of grass if you want to make it a bit more fluffier, something. Because they would not be exactly and perfectly straight, would they? So that's how you do that. It's a start, and it's showing you how you can do yours. Okay. Now I'm going to put this. I may put more on because I have to do the other little. I want to do the other little mushroom, but that bell's gone off, and I haven't got even done what I wanted to do on this thing here. I didn't even think to look either. But I need to do more on it, so I'm going to have to do another video. Okay, so I'm going to go now, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish this. I'll be back in a minute. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.